I have 3 runners in the first race in 2,400 meters class 4. I have Beyond Measure, who works really well. He's a morning glory horse. If he produces in the race, I think there is no race for him, but he never does his best. I hope he does his best this time. Then I have Jerusalem, who is running some good races. He's well himself, he's maintained. The race he has a very good chance of winning, but I think the danger is Alpha Domino, who has already came third in the same race on race number 11, and I finished 5th. Today we both are running the level weight, but my horse stays well, that I'm hoping that he wins. I have Amber Knight, who is running with the bottom weight in the same race, which is carrying 49.5 with NS PARMAR up. He can surprise with the handicap chance. So I hope one of them win. I will be happy to lead in.
In the first race, I have a horse called Alpha Domino. He's been a maiden so far. I'm running over a longer trip with blinkers and a ear plug. Let's hope he does well. I have one danger in Jerusalem.
I've got YAWAR. He's a 3-year-old running in a class 4 open race, and all the others are much older than him, and he's the only 3-year-old in that race. Okay. But he seems to be needing more ground, so we have to run him in somewhere to see whether he gets the mile and a half. And this was the race which was coming up the earliest, so I'm running him here, but he will find it difficult with a more mature set.
Correct.
I have Mastery running the class 4 mile and a half. He's never gone over this distance, but I feel that he's bred to stay. He's a very laid-back horse, and the longer trip hopefully will suit him. I think Jerusalem is the horse to beat over there, and Alpha Domino. So both of them have run. They've run a better race last time out, and I think those are the horses to beat. But I think the mile and a half should not be a problem, and I hope that he runs well.
All right, Nikhil, you're riding Amber Knight tomorrow for trainer Malesh NARREDU. What are the chances, decent or not?
I'm riding one for Malesh NARREDU. His name is Amber Knight, and last time out he's run a decent 5th in a mile and a quarter race, and he's got a pedigree to stay. He should run a decent race, I guess.
Okay.
Second race, I have Bubbly Boy running in the maiden open class race, where he's run some decent races. He's maintained himself well, but I think the horse to beat over there is the General, who is already a winner but running in the maiden class 4 race because he was lost in the objection. And Democracy is a very well bred filly. So I think these are the two dangers I have to take on, and I hope he does well.
I've got Sorrento Secret in the second race. She's had 3 runs, nothing of real note. She's bottom weight in this handicap 4th class for 3-year-olds. But there's Democracy and the General and Bubbly Boy. Let's see how she runs. She's late maturing. She'll need this run. I think she'll be a better filly in Bombay.
I have Godfather in the third race. He's a nice horse. The longer the better for him. He's running the mile after Bangalore trip of his. And he's carrying 61.5 with Trevor up. It's a very open field. I hope he does well.
I have Winter Agenda running the September handicap. He ran a really forward race last time out post gelding. I think he was just a little short of work, and he just got caught at the post. YS Srinath rides him now. I'm going a furlong longer, but I feel that the mile should not be a problem. He's worked very well, and I hope to run a good race.
Fourth race, I've got 3 runners. ARCANA, who was a little disappointing last time. I thought he should have won that race. But he doesn't seem to settle down very well. So I put a new bit on him called a citation bit to just see whether it can control him. It's a little harsh bit, but it does help a lot of horses, abroad at least. In India, very few have used it. So let's see if it works on him. I cannot be too sure about it. And Majestic Warrior is just returning, like I told you last time, to his form. He would definitely be on board. Red Molo, I think, will find this set a little too strong for him.
I've got FIGHTON running tomorrow. He's won his race last time very well. He's improved after that, but he's been penalized, and we've got Irish Gold to beat in that race.
The next horse you're riding is FIGHTON for Mr. JADHAV, and it won in its last outing. You think it's going to repeat its successful win this time too?
Fighton is a good horse, and he's a very promising horse. Last time he's won a 5 furlong, sorry, and this time he's running a 6 furlong. He's worked well. He's come up after his last run. Hopefully he makes it this time also.
Right. And do you think FIGHTON has to look out for anybody in this field?
There are 2 horses in that race. I think Generosity and Irish Gold. Both the horses are good, and that's my main danger actually.
In the 4th race, I've got Irish Gold. There, the horse to beat is Fighton and Generosity. I ran with Generosity last time and I beat her, but last time she had a 5 kilo claimer. This time Trevor rides her. Fighton is the horse who's on the up. He won a 5, which was sharp for him. He's beaten me in the Gules Poonawalla Million, where I won the race with Portofino Bay. Fighton ran 2nd, Irish Gold ran 3rd. He's better drawn than me. He's 4 and I'm drawn 10. He's the horse I have to beat, but my horse will run a grand race.
All right, sir, talking about King's Ransom. After Bangalore summer, you're running King's Ransom. So she's had a bit of a gap, and she's also carrying top weight. You got some decent horses in the race like Diff and Dangerous, and your own horse, Supernatural, who's already had 2 starts. What do you think they would be a little more fitter than King's Ransom?
Yeah, well, it's quite obvious that horses do need a run in Pune. So yes, you're right. King's Ransom is running from her Bangalore last victory, but she's a talented filly, and she's worked very well. She is giving weight around, so I do believe that Diff and Dangerous are both her dangers. Supernatural, as I've always said, is really talented horse, and I think the 1.5 miles going the extra distance will really suit him. And he's worked well as well. So I'm just hoping one of them does it for me.
Yes. All right, you've got Diff and Dangerous both at the same race. Last time you ran 2nd to Dangerous, your own horse, at the Eve Champion Trophy. I'm sure Diff would have come on a lot from that race. How come Trevor didn't choose to ride this race?
Well, yeah, both of them have come on a lot after the last race. Diff, I thought, was screaming for ground, and he ran a hell of a race, giving Dangerous 6 kilos. So I think he should be better suited over this trip, though I feel that both of them have worked really well and they're well within themselves. But I guess I would give the slight edge to Diff in the 1.5 miles. The reason Trevor didn't choose to ride, well, he feels that Supernatural is a better horse than Diff. He always has maintained that. So I just chose the next best available jockey. So I think Akshay Kumar just needed to sort of get to know Diff a little bit, and he's got a very laid back attitude. So, Akshay rode him in the race last time out, so I'm sure that, he understands the horse better. And I think after Trevor, I guess no better jockey to ride Diff than Akshay Kumar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a horse called Truly Epic, old horse running the United Gold Cup. I'll be happy if he places.
Okay.
I have 2 runners in the Class 1 race, Flying Visit and Angel. I think it's a competitive race. There's Golden Neil in contention, Angel, all 3 are in contention.
All right, your next ride is Pride's Angel from Mr. IMTIAZ SAIT. Tell us, how has Pride's Angel worked? Because I think you told me that you worked yesterday.
Pride's Angel is a very promising horse. He's run good races in Bangalore, and his previous records are also good. I worked him yesterday. He's working well. Hopefully he takes the race well, and he proves it.
Okay, and who's to look out for?
There are a couple of horses in contention is there, and Successor ran a good second the other day, and those are the horses.
6th race, Golden Neil. I think he's very closely handicapped with Successor and Pride's Angel and Chopin.
Yeah.
All these horses are very close. It will be a very close race. I think I get the better of them. I would only hope and pray for that.
Yeah, with the first chances are
Definitely, I would have chance, but we are all closely handicapped. So, how the race goes, the luck of the race.
In the sixth race, I've got Successor. Unfortunately, she's very badly penalized for running second in the Turf Club Cup, which was won by Count of Savoy. I finished ahead of my time, and Golden Neil ran unplaced that day. And so he got no penalty. I took a winner's penalty. The handicapper gave me a winner's penalty for that, so I'm totally out handicapped. The horses to beat there are Golden Neil and In Contention. They are the two horses that come in very well in the scale.
I got Marlboro Man and Speculator in the last race. Marlboro Man ran a little disappointing race the last time. I hope he does well this time. Speculator ran a brilliant third. He's stepped up from a 7 to a mile. I expect him also to do well. Whoever wins.
All right, Shazan, you've got Marcella running for you tomorrow. Now, Marcella is one of the older horses, 8-year-old, that you have, who I think last won at the end of the season in Mumbai. How do you think she's going to fare tomorrow?
Yes, she's one of my older ones, and we're fortunate to win a race with her at this age. She's keeping strong. She's won the same distance as she's running tomorrow. She's run this season. We took a chance in the big race in the million at the 10 furlong. But of course that field was too tough for her, and this time she's running with horses where she can probably beat. There are some good horses here. Come Back Please is in good form, and the Speculator who has had a good run last time. So I think it's sort of an open race. She's penalized for her win. She's carrying 57.5. She is lighter filly. She's on the lighter side, so that will be a little difficult for her. But we have a good jockey on top, and we're hoping that she runs well.
All right, so you've got Come Back Please running for you tomorrow. Now, Come Back Please has always been a consistent runner. You think it's going to maintain its consistency for tomorrow's race as well?
Yeah, she's running with a fair chance. Actually, looks a little open field, but she's been consistent, so she should be there.
All right, and anyone you think could be a slight danger to Come Back Please for the races?
No, it's that 5-year-old and over there, all horses, they have got their own chances. Yeah.